I slept. I made sure that I found a way through a cloud of haze. Every day I wept, found how to live through all them cloudy days. You know the mind's a maze with all its mixtures. It's always hard to get the entire scope of the picture. 1080p, that's you other busters, yeah, obsolete. Can't fuck with me, excuse my French, but I'm not discreet. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I've learned my lesson. I learned 1996 birth, one of the greatest weapons untold. I'm destined to reach heights thought I could never see, but foolish thoughts rampage my heart and let me not reach the peaks that's entrusted to me. My belief shatter of past actions. I grieve, but grievance never really matter. It's how I choose to act differently in the coming battles to overcome my limitations and get out my shadow. But it's hard to wade in this water where it was never shallow. Fuck it, let me get the paddles. Fuck that now, let me get this castle. Fuck that now, let me get this battle.
Need it in the
What it do,
actual-
everybody? What's good? It's Squad Nero back up in this thing again. It's your boy Sage, as always with my brethren, Nasty Nino, aka Chef D, Croco's Corner, and then we got T Smooth as well. Your guys through this vast realms of anime, gaming, and animation. Tune in every week, Sunday, most likely, around this time, Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m., where we will come at you with all the recent gaming and anime news, some reviews on some media things such as movies or TV shows that's coming out, and keep y'all up to date with any news in regards to any of those topics as well. We have episode 86, right? Yeah, episode 86. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, no complaints.
Rating stuff today.
Yeah, your team.
Yeah, the Bills did terrible. That's the worst thing that happened this week.
Bills some
Hello?
shit.
There
But
we go.
hey, we've been accustomed to that for so long.
Mhm.
So I mean, the pain isn't really that bad when you think about it. You know,
I mean, the
was
pain
a
ain't
time
really
where we
that
couldn't
bad.
even-
That's no, you know what? I'm not even gonna go down that.
it was
avenue.
times we wasn't even going to the playoffs.
I-
It was
I-
times we was hoping that get the first pick in the draft.
But it has been shown our first picks have been trash, except Josh Allen and Tremaine Evans.
Uh,
Am I wrong?
uh.
Am I wrong?
Nah, because you weren't here, but we all said that if Keon Coleman leaves, he's gonna be cooking with whoever team picks him up. So in essence, you would be wrong if that happens. Yes, Maxwell Hairston looks like a pretty good pickup as well too. He was our first pick. Nonetheless, back at y'all again. Glad to hear that y'all had a great week. We've had a lot of new trailers that dropped. We got a lot of news for video games related. We got what's it called? Arc Raiders dropped. Absolute Batman Annual #1 dropped. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Grand Theft Auto news, Avengers Doomsday news, and Warner Brothers news. We might as well start it off with this Absolute Batman Annual 1. That was the spicy one last week. If you haven't tapped into the Absolute series, Absolute Batman is probably one of the top ones, even though all of them are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But how do y'all feel about that annual one? It kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that.
So was it because I haven't been keeping up. I'm still on like I think book 3. If this annual is this like a random side story or something?
Prelude.
Yeah.
Oh, prelude. Oh, okay.
It's basically showing Batman and how he came to be, or how he gathered up certain things that he uses. I don't want to spoil it, but
Oh man, y'all about to spoil it. My bad.
yeah, it gives a little backstory how Batman got the toys that he has now in the main joint.
Sounds so
It's pretty good though. I'm gonna spoil one part of it. The people that he was facing, it kind of got people in an uproar, you know, on the Twitters and the Reddits of sorts and everything like that. Basically, he was beating up a lot of people because a lot of artists have been trying to what is it? Draw the parallels for what they see in reality now. So it was some white nationalists that he beat up, broke some arms, beat some dudes up, and a lot of people, I guess, wasn't feeling it. They feel like it was woke and what have you. But if you think about it, these characters have been doing this for quite some time.
Well, the
Already
thing, they
in the comics.
criminals. It's just criminals. It's criminals.
And it's the crazy part that he's really beating up criminals that were harming innocent people.
Yeah.
And you have
Yeah.
people online saying this is why movies are going downhill, because things are too political and too woke. And it's like the comic doesn't just
It's
start
always
off
been
with
the case.
Batman doing anything woke. He's literally stopping people from getting beaten
Killed.
to death
Yeah.
or kicked out of town, and then boom, you got a reaction. Oh well, he would have done the same thing to this group of people, and it's like, yes, he would have done the same thing to anybody that was committing a crime.
Yeah.
And that's what people aren't getting. But yeah, it's exposed a lot of people, a lot of artists, just people just in the comments or whatever. But some artists made their own artwork, trying to do the opposite of what was really going on in the comic. But other than that, it was a good issue for the annual. Like Rob said, it shows how Batman got some of the things that he operates with. Don't want to spoil that for T, but I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it was kind of just like a chill chapter to me, but that ending where some of the things that y'all are trying to kind of not mention, so that way we don't spoil it. I thought the way that they did that was real cool, because it was like I never would have thought about this. This felt like it was just kind of a part of the environment, more so than it was a utilization that would happen for this Batman. And
Yes.
them being able to actually use that in this way, especially knowing the background behind this Batman, knowing he doesn't have the riches that we are typically accustomed to Bruce Wayne having. I thought that it was good. It was a solid little in between. For the people that said that this was, oh, we're ruining things because this is too political, let me ask you this. Was this comic of Batman, Absolute Batman, was it more political than Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro?
I've never seen
I
Taxi
feel like I
Driver.
haven't
So
watched
I
it.
would say
Yeah.
absolutely not. Half
No,
of Taxi Driver, half of Taxi Driver had a political message, and it is referred and revered as being like one of the best movies ever, one of De Niro's best movies ever. And nobody had an issue with that, and it's extremely political in comparison
wait,
to
it
Absolute
was
Batman.
better than Casino, because Casino my Stilo.
No, I wouldn't say better.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies that is up there for De Niro, and when people think of like Raging Bull is up there for him, Taxi Driver is up there for him.
They like
one of
things
those like that.
political. They just
But it's
like
not.
they
They
just
like
like it
their
from
own
their
political. That's the
spectrum.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's,
then when they start spewing their political viewpoints, then you see it like it isn't no nigga from Hollywood or no nigga that went to college to get a fine arts degree. it's gonna make anything that you want.
yeah, no, they're not. They took a legit bad guy in the frame of the story. Is it a bad guy that has had resignation in the country? Yeah, like there was I was watching a movie or documentary. There was this group who was just going to go around the country that was in the same kind of group that was depicted in this Batman annual. They were going to go around the country and like blow just random things up. I mean, this is things that like everyone would be at, like not even targeting a specific group. I can't remember the name of this little faction, but the FBI ended up stopping them before they could do anything really bad. That's just a terrorist group. Like it's a group that like a Batman would fight. Like that, what they were in that comic is just a group Batman would fight. We've seen Batman fight every type of like street level criminal that there is. People just, I don't know why, but it's just stupid. I feel like a lot of this stuff, we just try to find things because we bored, but like we don't need to be this bored. Like there's mad things going on that we could actually like really put our minds towards caring about, and that's a whole nother diatribe. But I thought that it was good. I did enjoy the story. I think it was chill, but again, I think the payoff at the end was the part of this annual that made the annual worth it.
Mm-hmm. I'm really happy about what DC is doing, and they're smart enough to know, these series are selling well. We should probably continue these stories. At least they did that. For whatever reason, Marvel Ultimates did not decide to do the same things, and I'm still pissed at y'all for not continuing the fucking stories after Endgame. Nonetheless, since we're already on DC, we might as well talk about their parent company or the company that holds their IP, as well as a key crucial movie that was supposed to come out soon. So if you haven't been aware, NBC Universal is interested in making a bid for Warner Bros, which would entail that NBC Universal will technically own the rights and the IP of the DC comics to be used in a live action format or animation format. I believe I did bring this up in the chat, but that could have some major ramifications, including the rights of Incredible Hulk, I believe. That could revert back to Marvel since NBC Universal, I believe, owns the Hulk rights. I know it's Universal. I don't know if it's specifically NBC Universal. I have to double check. On top of that news, or I'm gonna ask y'all real quick, how would y'all feel about that? And on top of that news, we have the Batman Part 2 is also delayed until October 1st, 2028. So how are y'all feeling about both of those news? Are y'all liking NBC Universal? You pay it no never mind, and how you feeling about that Batman Part 2 being delayed?
I'll start off. I'm okay with this payoff because if it goes through, we might actually be able to get a Hulk movie if it reverts back to Disney Marvel. Which the only good Hulk movie was the Ed Norton Hulk. And if Kevin Feige can get his hands on being able to use Hulk in like a full 120-minute film, World War Hulk, like bring them all together, Maestro, all of them under the sun, and it's done properly, I think that this will actually work out for us as viewers, for us as enthusiasts to really actually enjoy this, and it will give NBC a fresh start. Like it will give DC like a fresh start, depending on how they do it. If they let James Gunn to go ahead, keep doing what you're doing, we gonna keep our eye on the numbers and see how things are going. Let him rock, but maybe have somebody there to help him out a little bit. Give him like a little more structure. Cause I don't know, like that Superman movie, meh. Like
It looks like,
meh.
after further research, Universal will still be able to hold distribution rights of Hulk.
Dog, man.
Wow.
If they hold it,
Wow.
supposedly, I believe it's because it's two separate contracts. The contract with Marvel happened before the Disney merger. And since they only hold the distribution rights, technically Marvel can still produce Hulk. They just can't produce a full movie just by himself with him being the main character.
That's
why
that
his stories
sucks.
have been littered throughout. So somehow, some way, with the legal jargon, and this is just a quick couple minutes search, so I could be wrong,
I
but it
hope you're
seems
wrong.
like the rights could be able to stay. Hopefully,
That's
I am wrong
stupid.
though.
Well, hopefully they just would want to get rid of it, because why would they want to have a competing brand?
I think because they have other things tied to it as well. Like Universal Studios has the Incredible Hulk ride.
No, not
Somebody was saying,
Yeah, I get
yeah,
that, but like, wouldn't you just want to make the
a
ride
DC.
angle?
Somebody was saying just turn it into a DC.
Yeah,
Just
or
turn Universal
exactly,
Studios
or
to DC.
that.
But that
Or,
means,
yeah.
but Universal's not going to do that. Universal Studios, because that means they got to change everything. They got to change everything.
You got to
because
change everything.
No, because that area is Marvel. It's a Marvel world that they have there. You can't just throw a DC character there and have the rest as Marvel.
You
Yeah, they had to change everything. They would have to
They have
change
a whole.
everything.
They have a whole. The whole rest of the park that they got too.
They
don't
have
they?
a Spider-Man ride. They have a Doctor Doom ride. They have a Storm ride.
Yeah.
You cannot just
Yeah.
throw a DC character in there because then you
No.
got to change up the style, the coloring, and everything that goes on with that.
Yeah.
When you walk through the
Yeah.
ride, you got a presentation. That means they got to
I don't
remodel
know.
everything. You got to remodel
It's like
everything.
the Spider-Man ride got movie like episodes within like on 25 monitors
I don't
within
know.
the ride.
I don't know if y'all seen these big corporations, but they don't give a flying fuck what they produce for
Well,
the
here's the thing.
customers.
But
They're
here's
gonna
the thing,
produce
though.
it and you gonna fucking like it.
But here's the thing, though. You have to shut down just that whole area if you're going to start remodeling it, which means people are not going to come because some people just come for that area. Yeah, they'll go see Harry Potter. They'll go to Dr. Seuss, but that's for the children. Like, bruh, they going.
You don't think niggas will pay money to go see DC? They already pay money for the Marvel characters.
I'm not saying that.
What's stopping niggas?
But here's the thing. It takes about it took for Epic Universe to be done. It took about almost 5-6 years. That's a whole park in itself. Now, for you to literally section off a whole area, and you're thinking about it, you got to remodel every ride. You got to change everything up. All the stores, all the art, everything under the sun. That's going to take about 3-4 years. So you're literally sectioning off one area for 3 to 4 years for a bigger payoff down the line. And people are not going to pay $150 to just go to 3 areas of the park when the 4th one's being remodeled, and that's the most popular part.
They could probably just add on, because if you're saying they got a Storm ride and all these other Marvel characters, what would it even mean if they only got the rights to Hulk? How are they even able to do all this other characters? Like,
because here's the thing:
they have a licensing agreement, a long-term licensing agreement with Marvel.
That's pretty much why when Disney went,
also got a deal for DC rights. They could keep
Well,
keep the same thing and create a DC section too.
My thing is this: is just keep that, give the rights back, keep that, the theme parks and stuff, keep all of that stuff together, and then just simply have a DC section that you make as an addition to it. They already have Harry Potter done. They will have the rights now to Harry Potter as well. So I just don't see
their best bet is to just add on to Epic Universe. Do not mess with Islands of Adventures. Don't
but
mess
can
with
you
Islands
give
of
the
Adventure.
rights back to the Incredible Hulk? Back, like what do you need it for? At this point, just give it back, just sell it back. Use the money that you get from selling it back.
No, it's extra money. If they say, look, we can.
It ain't gonna touch park money.
They don't even got to do shit.
It have to touch park money, but it can also act as some. Here's some extra cash we can give these niggas that work at the park because we got this shit back from the Hulk. You go extra 15 million we got laying around. That ain't shit to the billions. So,
but hear me out. If you gotta build a whole, if you say, okay, we have this DC property, we can have DC and Marvel, both comic book conglomerates at our parks. I would sell the Hawk back, use some of that Hawk money, because Disney and Marvel would pay good money for it. I would use some of that money to fund that project.
But you got more shit coming to the park, like you said. If you got a main attraction in the Marvel rides and you got the rights to DC, so they're like, okay, cool. And like you got a theme park, obviously you're gonna have a Flash ride, you're gonna have Superman, you're gonna have Batman, you're gonna have all this other stuff. Like, why would we sell all of this to close down our most popular park just because we got DC now, when we can still keep both?
No, and I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is the movie right side of it, if you're not doing anything with it and Marvel is willing to pay top dollar for it, why not?
The best bet, do like a deal like Spider-Man. Do a deal like Spider-Man where they have rights to the movies. They if they did that, then that can work. But Disney has to.
Absolutely not.
They're not going to bend and break for that. They're not.
No, absolutely not.
The ride side I would keep if I was Universal.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying to try and make a deal with Disney how Sony has to deal with them for Spider-Man, but that may not happen because Disney's like we already use Hulk in most of this stuff. So
Universal will have a lot more say so if they did that, and fuck that.
How much
Fuck
money
that.
did they get from having Hulk in the Marvel on Marvel side? What's the split if that's even available?
Let me see. Hold on.
That's just corporate greed, bro. All these corporations will keep the Hulk.
Yep.
We see what they're doing with Spider
Cause they
Man.
ain't gotta do shit.
I don't know if it was me. If it was me, and I'm not anybody, but just giving my opinion on what I would do if I was Universal, and I'm like, okay, now I get DC. I have Harry Potter, the rights to Harry. I have everything with Harry Potter. I have no problems with that. I have all of DC now. Let me make a wing of the park for DC, or however he described it before, for DC. Then I would tell Marvel, look, I want to keep my ride rights. I don't want anything to be in the way of that. Then you got like three, in terms of fantasy, you got three of the biggest things at your park. That's going to make your park popping forever. And then I would just say, I want to keep park, but I'm willing to sell you. Like I would use the money from the rights to just specifically the Hawk films, which I know they want back. I would use the money from that to fund some of the stuff that I got to do with all of this new stuff. To me, it just because you're not gonna make a Hawk movie while you trying to do things for the DC universe. You're not doing that. That's never gonna happen. And Marvel and Disney are not gonna make a Hawk movie so long as you have those rights. So it's just this character that's sitting there that's not getting any use, that's not making you any money. Why not just sell it? I don't. To me that make the most sense. But I could be wrong.
Same with Namor too. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Sell him Namor and Hulk. Put a nice price tag on it, cause you're not going to use them.
So
Universal
they
is
only
never
got
going to use
Namor and
them.
Hulk, or who else they got?
They
I
can't.
think
It's
that's
just
it.
Namor or Hulk. Yeah, they just have the distribution rights still. So meaning they can't make any standalone films with either of those characters. I don't really see. I wouldn't really see them making a standalone Namor film. I can't really see that. I don't know, maybe, but Hulk most definitely. Especially when you had the opportunity to recast them if they are planning to do that. Nonetheless, are y'all happy about that NBC Universal, or would y'all much rather want another company? I'm pretty sure we talked about this, but just to
I would still
tell all the
lean
people that
towards more
haven't.
Apple getting it.
Apple, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Their
I want a newer company to get it. If I
their
guess.
production is top
Yeah.
tier.
I think
Like
that's the
I said,
TV
benefit
shows.
of a new. I think that's the benefit of a newer company, is that they're willing to take newer and um take more risk and take an approach that involves newer uh direction. And that's why I think places like Amazon, places like Apple, and places like Netflix are the ones that I personally kind of would gravitate more to. But you got to understand with Universal, like even just with what we just talked about with the parks and whatnot, it's very lucrative in the idea of one of the more established companies being able to really get like the full use out of it. And it's like, in order for these things to continue to exist with a level of popularity, they have to think about, you have to think about which one is going to be the one that's going to be able to get the most out of it. Because like, as an example, if Universal or Disney or whatever, let's say they get a random IP and they decide to make a ride at one of their parks for that random IP, and that ride always sells really well, always gets a lot of people to the park as a whole. However they're able to do their analytical research in regards to that, that's gonna push them to do another movie. Like that's gonna, or whatever the thing is that is kind of popular around that IP. So when you have a company who takes on DC, being somebody who can really use the IP to the fullest extent, that's going to help in the long run just to continue getting more content from that thing that you love. So I like, in a way, it's like I'm cool with it. I'm not mad at it. But to y'all point, I really do like the freshness of the newer companies.
All right. We got that Batman Part 2 being delayed as well to October 1st, 2028. When is that Clayface movie supposed to come out?
October, it
next
said.
year.
Yeah, next
It's
year,
like
October.
November, October.
October, because
And
it's
is
supposed
the
to be in time
Clayface
for spooky season.
is it
Clayface is James Gunn.
September 11th next year.
If they one question with that as well too. If they clear house, would y'all be? I know that y'all kind of talked about it. But I was trying to get something up for us for
And
Instagram.
Clear House from James Gunn?
Just like everything was just a clean slate. Would you be mad at them for that?
I think
No.
that's the worst decision that they could possibly make at this
I don't
present
want
point
them
in
either
time.
to. I double down on it. If this were to be something that's done relatively soon too, I think they should stay with Matt Reeves.
But
Let
James
him
Gunn
handle
said,
some. Mhm.
I think James Gunn said if they do it, he don't. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I could have swore he said if they sell, he want to be part of that. Like working under another company. Because if they just gave him free reign, Universal gonna be like, yo, we don't want this going on. We don't want this.
Yeah.
We don't want that. He's gonna be like, well, this ain't the universe I signed up for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
He technically, since these deals usually take a couple years to fully pass through, I believe technically he would still have a couple years to be able to tell the story that he would like to, or at least create the films that he could within that span of time.
Would he care
Um,
though?
Before he got kicked out, I think he would. Him having the opportunity, he seems like he's really like enjoying it.
Hmm.
And to James Gunn point, you can feel that even though Superman wasn't my highest rated film of all time, you could still feel like he gave a fuck when creating that shit. You could feel like he gave a certain amount of fucks when he created what's it called? Peacemaker
Well,
or Suicide Squad
here's the thing:
or
you're
any of those
gonna
things.
like you can see he cares because he put himself in the films. The dog was like his dog. The family farm was like what he grew up on. Like he's adding himself in the film. So yeah, it's gonna show that he cares. I get that, but it doesn't make the film good.
That's a fact.
So we saying Superman not good now?
Me and D, you already know me and D didn't give that movie a good rating.
I didn't think it was a
forgot.
bad film.
I thought you called. I thought you gave it an 8.
No,
Last
I gave
time
it
I
a
checked.
6.
I like
That
it.
dog
And the
should-
more
that
that,
dog
the
should
more
never
that
say
time
them that many-
passes,
that
the
many
more I
times.
like it.
The dog should never say them that many times, and I stand on it. You can fight me on that.
That's okay.
We're gonna be seeing that dog a lot more.
Man,
Right. Nonetheless,
But we are.
I think because there's
If
no
James
other
Gunn get a
person-
catch, you're gonna see Catwoman or Catwoman. You're gonna see Super Cat, Batman Cat.
We was talking about the Batman delay. You said 2028, right?
yeah, 2028.
2028 October 1st.
And the movie came out 2022.
It's a
Yeah.
decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Bro, at
decent
this
amount of
point,
time.
It's like who care about Robert Pattinson as Batman at this point?
Honestly, I would
I
rather
don't.
I would take a Penguin. Give me another Penguin season. I would take that because I actually enjoyed the Penguin in
Yeah.
that format, like that universe. Give me more of
Yeah.
that because remember it
Yeah.
left off with him taking over. I still want to know what's happening next. They can keep the sparkles to Batman. Just give me more.
It's not
Penguin.
even. It's not even that I hate him.
I didn't say I hate him. It's just that I don't need him. I'm good.
It's just too much time. Like that's just. I'm not gonna. I'm at a point where I don't care anymore about like that movie. And now you like wait 2 more years. And I'm really like to your point, T. I think I agree with you on that. At this point, at least at this stage, and call it short attention span or whatever. At this stage, though, I would prefer to just have more Penguin content. Like if they could confirm 2 more seasons of Penguin, I would be totally fine with that. And if I never heard anything else about Batman, that would work too.
I would say for this universe, it seems like whatever Sony was doing with Spider-Man villains was a no-go, clearly. But if they did, like you said, some more seasons of Penguin, if they had a season for like a spin-off for the Riddler, and you could have Batman in the background kind of as like some type of enigma or something, that way you don't have to be 100% showing so much Batman, but it's like there's mentions of him, there's appearances of him, not showing his face obviously, but like showing how from a villain's perspective, it's like we can't even see this nigga when we going up against him, or we don't even know when he's coming in or breaking into our
Yeah.
headquarters and stealing shit. It's like I think they can expound on that, like build a Batman Rogues Gallery like TV universe or something like that. I think that would be pretty good because waiting on Robert Pattinson, he gonna be what like. Granted, Ben Affleck was old, but 2028, he gonna be in his 40s now.
Yep.
And the
It's
thing
like,
is he like a thinner guy naturally?
That
So it's
shit
like, you
made
know
them.
how people get older, you kind of like you see them kind of switch over. If they was going to get any kind of weight on them, it usually happens in like the 30s. And if they're not going to get that like weight to them, then once they kind of get to the 40s and beyond that, they start to get slimmer. Like they just look slimmer, even if they haven't lost any weight or anything. I wonder if when we yeah, I wonder like are we just gonna start seeing that natural slim look on him as he's, you know, approaching 40s too, and it's just gonna be weird if we got like this super slim. If it was Batman Beyond or something, that's different. Like the Terry McGinnis, we know that Batman to be like kind of slender. Nightwing a little slender, but Batman, when you think of Batman, especially after if Absolute Batman didn't do it in, then I don't know what to tell you, but we just used to Batman being like this Aki dude. So it's like yeah, I get it. He got a story that he want to tell. Cool. I'm sure it'll be good. You know, it's not that I won't see it when it comes out. I agree with both D and T on this one, and to kind of going further with the point that both y'all were making. There hasn't really been a failure outside of that second Joker movie, which we just don't count that. There hasn't really been a failure with villains. Like when it's been a villain centric thing, even the work like on the DC side, I was again taking away that Joker movie. Probably the stuff that kind of happened with Harley Quinn, which I'm not sure if that counts as villain, but I would more or less be okay putting it in that. It wasn't, it was decent. Like for what it was decent. Not the Birds of Prey, but didn't Harley Quinn have something else or it was just her?
that was Birds of Prey.
That was Birds of Prey. Where was that? All right. Well,
Birds
it
of
was
Prey, Fabulous, Harley Quinn or some shit.
even that. It wasn't worse than Sony's attempt at villains. I say that. I feel confident in that. It wasn't worse than Sony's attempt. But most of the things that they've done, even the animated stuff like Creatures Commando, if they count as villains, I would count them as villains. Suicide Squad. There's been decent success and decent like desire for villain-esque material. So it's like, yeah, why not just make a series off of this Penguin? Like, I would much rather give Matt Reeves work saying, hey, look, Penguin did good. He did Penguin. He was the person for that. Like the director, yeah, dude, I would much rather just say, look, we want you to be we want you to do this specific universe, do villains from this universe. If there's a Batman kind of cameo or whatever, that's cool. But we want you to focus in on these villains and give us a couple of series around that. In fact, I think that would be a good compliment to what the things that James Gunn is doing, because when you think of heroes, you have a little bit more liberty with the style that James Gunn has. But if you took Matt Reeves, who kind of really dives into the villains that he makes, that would be cool to let him helm that. Like, you handle villains, James Gunn is going to handle heroes. He's going to give that spark that's going to bring in the money for us with kids, with heroes. You get the adults. You lock the adults in on this more villainous side. Sometimes I wish that they heard us. Sometimes I wish that just the executives, if we had no other viewer on this show but the executives at DC and Marvel who could just hear some of the ideas that we have, because I think that really is a good idea.
That would be a difficult style to blend, though.
Well, that's the thing. When you see them in there, it would probably have to involve, I would say, like a neutral third party for how exactly they would be blend in. Like, it would be something where I wouldn't tell James Gunn to step too much on Matt Reeves' iteration of the villains, but I also wouldn't ask Matt Reeves to step too much on the iteration of James Gunn's hero. So it would have to be somewhere where when that is done, it's kind of done, you know, where it's more presence from them is done in a different way. Or Another suggestion to this is when you want to show heroes in a darker light, you let Matt Reeves handle it in the villainess series and the villainess material. And when you want the villain to seem a little bit more tame, you just let James Gunn do his spin on it for, a film. Yeah, it's not going to be the same thing that you saw in the actual television show, but you know that this was PG-13 and children are supposed to watch it. So, yeah, it's going to be a little different. But if you want to see like Superman or Batman go a little crazy, tune into Matt Reeves' side.
That
That's
shit
my
made
thinking on
them.
it.
That first Batman movie made them 700 million
Yeah, bro, it's successful.
worldwide box office. They're dropping that second one. They like fuck all
Yeah,
that
they're
shit.
dropping it. They're definitely.
dropping
It was they're definitely dropping it. I don't think there was a question of that. It's just a question of like, what's the point of it? Like knowing we in the James Gunn era, it doesn't feel like the Matt Reeves side is gonna last.
because of the
But
money.
but okay, no. But then again, when you go back to what you just said, the money, right? Matt Reeves is making money.
Yeah,
He's making good money. Probably when this second Batman come out, it's probably gonna be better than James Gunn's first Superman
yeah, because he making money.
because he making money.
That's
So like, do you
why they
ask the
greenlit the
guy?
second movie. He making
Right,
money.
but if it, let's say he keeps that trend going, do you really ask that guy? Do you just say, okay, no, we're done now?
It's gonna be difficult if James Gunn keeps making money as well.
Yeah, if both making you
James Gunn
money.
make more money over Matt Reeves because once he introduces his Batman, his Flash, his Wonder Woman, and we get all these other superhero team ups, he's gonna crack that billion soon enough. Matt Reeves,
And yeah, and that's where they choose up.
Yeah, having his standalone Batman show gonna be cool because it's a more grounded universe. Like, yeah, we can, people can think that it's not gonna be a Killer Croc like in a James Gunn type of universe or a King Shark, no shit like that for Batman. But
He has nothing to do with Clayface, right?
Nope.
Yeah, no, not at all. But 700 million, it's like it was in 2022. They ain't did nothing with it since. With Batman since then, it's like, bro, like we gonna let you just do this part 2 Batman movie or part 3 and conclude it, and we gonna move on because James Gunn about to have us
8 different things in that time.
Yeah, 8 different.
Yeah,
nigga, they gonna have the Justice League 1 and 2 before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, dude, you figure he came in the fray. He got Superman, Creatures Commando, Green Lantern, Super Girl, Clayface. Man of Tomorrow is probably coming out before that, right? Peacemaker, Suicide Squad.
2027, isn't it?
That's crazy. Man of Tomorrow coming out before the Batman 2.
Nigga, like,
yeah.
Henry Cavill was Superman.
Yep.
Was he?
Yeah, summer of 2027.
Yeah.
During
2022.
When did what?
That's a good question. Black Adam. 2022.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill was still Superman by the time this nigga Matt Reeves had his movie out. We've casted a whole new universe.
Dude.
Yep.
And we just now getting word that your movie is pushed back another year.
Yeah. Yeah. I get where you're coming from. You're right. Yeah, it's just
maybe this is him saying fuck them. Because supposedly a lot of people were speculating that Matt Reeves and James Gunn was having a fucking... Basically, Matt Reeves got the ball in his court right now. This nigga is giving a check. He produced one of the highest grossing DC films since that Joker film. Even beat out Superman with some would say a lot boring character in Batman, I guess you'd say. But he got all the chips on his side. James Gunn is fighting an uphill battle. All that nigga Matt Reeves got to do is God forbid he hit a Billy with this Batman Part 2. God forbid.
I feel like his Batman Part 2 gonna have to hit a bill, like, because the style is there.
Yeah.
And we know that's what it was like a year 2 Batman, year 3.
Yep.
If the script leak was good, if the script leak is correct, Damian Wayans might be a part of this shit too.
Oh my god, I don't think he can.
Or Robin.
But James Gunn is doing that though for Breaking Bold. I thought.
Yeah, I kind of would be pissed if I'm James Gunn. I'd be like, bro, don't you better not be trying to do too much in your movie because you just gonna throw people off for what I got planned, and you're not even gonna be here long.
And
That's
Damian
crazy.
Wayne with Robert Pattinson Batman would be kind of OD to have a little boy. Granted, what age he is, even if he is 16 or whatever, doing that.
Yeah, supposedly a
Yeah.
Robin may be included in that Batman Part 2. Focus on Bruce Wayne. I think it might have been the Owl, the Court of Owls.
Ooh,
I can't
Talon,
remember.
that would be a crazy joint for Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Matt Reeves had that nigga doing. Ooh, that should be fire.
Yeah,
All right.
Court of Owls showing like I feel like Court of Owls would be better for a more grounded Batman. James
Mhm.
With his detective, yeah, with his detective style and everything,
Yep.
that serious tone,
yeah,
it'd be
that would
beautiful.
be that would be dope for real.
Would a Robin included too? God forbid they try and do like the Killing Joke. Not the Killing Joke. That's not the one.
You
where Robin
cannot
gets
do
killed.
that because you still have to introduce Barbara, and they didn't really talk about her in the first Batman with Sprinkles.
You can introduce Barbara in the movie and have the Killing Joke in that same movie. To
But
be
the
honest
thing
with you.
is,
Nonetheless,
how old? But at the point when Barbara was introduced, Bruce was like 45, 50, like 40, 50 years old in that realm.
They could always change the ages, and I think with this,
Mhm.
with us waiting 6 years, they probably gonna be like, look, since the last time you seen Batman, 10 years passed in Gotham, or this is, or we can say every single year we waited for Batman was just a year when he was doing missions and shit, getting, doing whatever. So in that time, he gonna have to meet some of these people earlier. Granted, Rob Pattinson is gonna be 43, so they probably gonna be like, yeah, let's introduce. In the time that we didn't see him, all these Nightwings or Robins or whatever, they had to make some type of appearance at least.
That's a huge jump, though.
Hey, nigga, 6 years.
It's like year 1, year 23.
It was
Or
year
year 10.
3. Year 3
can
to
do
year
year
10.
10. Year 3 to year
They,
10.
they
I
do.
think
They
that's
do.
a solid one.
The saving grace is they do like 3 hours. It's a 3-hour movie.
He said, "Do this."
So you gonna have time. Time ain't gonna be the issue.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even shock me if Matt Reeves is like, this gonna be 3 hours and 30 minutes.
All right. Yeah. So they pushed it back. Let's figure out what this. I feel like DC has like debacles just going on. Oddly enough, I feel like Marvel now is steered more so in a clear direction than DC is now.
It was
Which
more
is-
for DC though, in their defense.
You said what?
Like it's more. They've consistently been in a debacle. This is the best that it feels like it's been in terms of having some level of organization in a long time. So we just have to see. But I mean, look, we don't all have to love James Gunn, but Superman was a success. Peacemaker was a success. Creatures Commando was a success. If Lanterns come out and that's good, that's another success for him. If Superwoman come out and that's good, that's another success for him. So it's like at some point you gotta go, okay, well, whether I like his formula or I don't like his formula, he is making DC more successful. That's all I got. It's like yes, it's bad for him right now, but it's the best it's been looking for in a long time.
Right.
You think Universal or Apple is like, yeah, let's make sure we bring James Gunn on? Because granted, these corporations don't give a damn about continuity or continuity.
Yeah.
God damn about continuity or whose universe started what. They like because if I'm Apple, if I'm at Apple, and I'm like, we can get DC, and I got somebody like Comics Explained, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be the nigga in charge of DC. Sorry, James Gunn, all your shit finna be gone, toast. Because what other up and coming actors not gonna want to jump at the audition of the chance to be the next Superman or Batman or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, I'd be like, yo, look, give us a year and a half, 2 years, and we'll put out a movie, create a universe, and we're gonna do it our way.
It was, yes, I do agree that is where I could see a studio taking a direction. But it's just like, bro, if he's successful, Why won't you just bring the successful thing over with you for at least for his? You could say I want to have another run. That's not the one that DC started with you. That doesn't involve you. You could still want that, but like just let him have like another 5 to 6 years with his success, or at least until his success tailors off before getting rid of him. But to your point, you're right. They don't care about stuff like this. This is not something they would be like, we got this company, we start from scratch and we doing everything our way. But yeah,
But
it
it's
would
not
suck
about.
if that's the case.
I would say it's not even about like his success. It's more about for the tone they're going for. We had Warner Bros. With David Ayer and Zack Snyder and Patty Jenkins, all these people. Stylistically, everybody liked it. Tonally, a lot of people didn't. They was making good money, and then they like, nah, we need something else. Like we're not even gonna give Zack Snyder another opportunity to do
Yeah,
this, even though people wanted to restore the Snyderverse
it's
or
true.
they wanted his Justice League. We're not gonna give Ben Affleck that directing credit he won for that Batman movie. We're not gonna do that. And you like,
You're
well,
right.
damn, why not? We could have given him 3, 4 years. They're like, no, this is what we want right now. So if Apple's like, we want something a little bit more mature, the way we going with our DC universe, we want something that we can, shuffle around, or we have the person that we want in charge.
Right.
That's gonna be our sort of yes man. That's what they're gonna do.
That's what they gonna do. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that, and they actually get niggas that love the comics first and foremost for all of
But
them.
even if that is the case, to D's point, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
If we have to move to a new company, and that like I
new
guess the only thing
ownership.
that suck about
It
that
really all depends, though. It really all depends.
the only thing that suck
Cause
about that is that it's gonna be more time. Like productions and everything is gonna push it to where we finally feel like we're starting to get more content DC related. Now we gotta wait again
Mm-hmm.
The
for
wait
them to
you
wasn't
get a
that
can,
new
long though,
one.
if
cause
we
you
being
can.
honest. Because what we get last, we had Black Adam, Blue Beetle, that Shazam movie, and then it's almost the year almost over, and we already had Superman. So by the time they say we're about to launch this new universe for Apple, and you be like, damn, we got to start over again. It'll be 2028 before you know it, and then now we got a new Flash movie, a new Batman or Green Lantern movie. It's like
Yeah, it's just gotta happen. That will mean that the deal just needs to happen sooner rather than later.
it's probably gonna happen before St. Patrick's Day next year.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, if we had the money and we had our own studio, what I don't think there will be a number high enough for me to not give money and go after DC Comics. I'm like, yo, just give me the comics. Like, it's like 12 of us over here that know comics. We gonna turn this joint out.
We shall
Imagine they were to
see.
get like a Hickman. Like who would we say is the Hickman of that? Like
Jeff Johns,
Scott Snyder. Is Scott Snyder right now
Scott
feeling
Snyder
like
going
that?
crazy.
Could you imagine if they just go to Apple and they just like Scott Snyder, do your thing. He's like animated absolute universe, doing all of the dope Green Lantern and Flash content.
because does Apple do they make any movies or just TV shows?
No,
I
they
guess
make
They do
technically the
they do
Godzilla movies.
movies.
yeah that
What
Yeah, they
movie?
do
Denzel
movies.
the Denzel movie with A24 and Spike Lee. That was an Apple movie, Highest to Lowest.
Okay.
That wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see,
That'd be
though. We
crazy.
shall see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully,
It's
they're
very
able to
interesting.
figure all of this stuff out, and we'll see what direction WB is gonna go after they are bought out. If they are bought out, that's a strong if still right now. Another delay notification that we got recently was Grand Theft Auto is yet again delayed to November 19th, 2026. How are y'all feeling about that?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I stop. I'm gonna be
Honestly.
honest. When it drops is when it drops. It's getting to the point where
Yes.
these constant delays has become like a kind of like okay. But from Rockstar's past, they had Red Dead Redemption set to release in May of that year, and then it got pushed back to that winter or fall timeline. So this looks like might be the final delay. But now, instead of people waiting 6 months to get it, now they gotta wait a whole year.
Fall winter time next year is about to be just as fucking disastrous in a good way as fall winter time for gaming this year has been. It's been nothing but bangers being dropped back to back to back, or some of the big high end AAA games like a Call of Duty Battlefield dropping this winter summer. You got Marvel's Wolverine dropping in the beginning of fall, if I'm not mistaken, next year. You got Grand Theft Auto coming after that as well. I'm pretty sure you have a whole plethora of other games. I don't know when that Naughty Dog game is dropping. I'm pretty sure it's not next week. I mean next year.
No,
But nonetheless, it's a whole lot. I'm pretty sure it'll be a whole lot more games that's being released. Maybe that Gears of War is Fable supposed to come out next year too. I don't know.
With GTA having this delay, when realistically do you think they'll make a Grand Theft Auto 7 like, let's say, not another decade after that?
no, it will be a whole
Yeah.
nother decade. It'll be a whole nother
Yeah.
decade because
Yeah.
if they kept up with this, especially with them having GTA RP that's gonna be on this, where you can literally do your own thing and make your own stories and how like they'll give you your own separate server for that. This game might go on 20 years if they want to.
Honestly, yeah.
They did everything.
Yeah.
Like they added DLCs, they added new heists, they added everything with this. I'm GTA 5. I'm not really the biggest fan of, but I give them their credit. They kept this game going for so long. I enjoy games like that because it's not like we're getting the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you get the same premise, run around, shoot, do your missions, all that other good stuff. But it's like when you have somebody supporting something for at least 7, 8 years, and you know you don't have to pay for the DLC if you don't want to, but you could just play it online as you do. That's how gaming's supposed to be, honestly. But where that's never happened, it's gotten to the point where it has become capitalistic in everything that they do. That's why we have sports games every year, which just updated rosters and the same images and assets used, and same with Call of Duty, soon to be Battlefield, because once Battlefield 6 reach a certain point, EA is going to be like, hey, we're going to keep up with Activision and Sledgehammer and all them and drop one every year.
Yeah, this game will last. You hit that on the nail to me. It's one of those things where I was thinking about that because I know that D, you brought up before the idea of, okay, well, if they release a new console, how exactly would that play out? I know I might have been where we kind of talked about it more within our like group chat and whatnot, but it was a good question, and I thought about it, and then I just thought about what they did with this most recent GTA. And to his point, he's right. Like, dude, they were dropping stuff like a year or two ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago that the previous GTA was getting content updates. Like, I know my cousin, a couple of my friends, they never stopped playing it. It's from the moment that, and like to the point where it's like, yeah, I started playing this in high school and I graduated college and I'm still playing it the same way that I was playing it in high school. It with all of the things that they added in this one, and probably even the things that we haven't even seen that they would be adding to this one, or like know of yet that they would be adding with this one, it'll be okay into a new system. All they got to do is just reformat it with whatever changes, which likely that's why I know a lot of people saying we got to be getting a new system soon, but I feel like the new system was the PS5 Pro, because it's just like, what more can you do right now? What more can you do for a system that a game company can handle?
But the thing is, though, look at it. The PS4, then we got the Pro, and then 2 years later, 3 years later, we got the PS5. So it's not a whole new console. It's just they just updated it with better graphics and whatnot.
Right, and I get it, but like, what more? I mean, I guess this is me underestimating technology too, which I know I shouldn't do.
A computer.
Literally.
That's what it's going to.
Literally.
These consoles just turn it into computers.
Yeah.
That's what that's the only thing that I can see. is exactly what you
and
just
my
said.
thing is with GTA 6, the reason why I don't care is because you don't have to get that game day one. It's dropping on the PS5. If you look at GTA 5, it was on the PS3 first. It came to the PS4, and it was released on the PS5.
PS5.
And now, if you look at it, it came to the tail end of the PS3. They brought it over to the PS4. That system was out for 7-8 years. They haven't like dropped the PlayStation multiplayer for that yet. Like killed the servers. It's still going. Still going. People still playing GTA Online on the PS4. So
yeah,
it that's why with GTA 6, it's gonna go over the PS6, the PS7, the PS8, depending on
which is crazy.
Yeah,
yo, which is
people
crazy.
love
They
GTA.
want that money.
How is GTA not the greatest game if that's the case?
You want to know what I'm gonna tell you now? You know what game could have easily competed as like one of the best games of all time? Pokemon.
Yes.
Pokemon, and I mean this because Pokemon Red Blue came out, people loved it. Pokemon Gold and Silver though, which is still the #1 game of all time when it comes to the Pokemon.
Well, I don't know if I can
because
say
you
that,
can go because they give you a new area, 8 badges. Then you can go back to the gyms from the original one. They never went back to that formula. If you give me a Pokemon game where I can go to every region and keep earning badges and get every Pokemon in like the 10,000 Pokemon that they have made, literally that game can sell. Make one for a new region, but then give me DLC every year, $20. You get 2 new regions. You can go back.
That would be nuts, yo. You spitting right now?
You can keep going back.
Dude.
This is why honestly, I fall into the sheep of Pokemon games. I buy it every time it comes out because I love Pokemon. That's my thing. I'll play it through. One playthrough, I'm done. I don't do anything else with it. Now, you give me, I can go back to Kanto and fight Lieutenant Surge, his Pikachu, his Raichu, his Magnemite, Electabuzz. Yo, let me get Nintendo.
I need to get a Switch because I'm not gonna hold you. I love.
Stop
Pokemon,
playing with us,
a lot of my
please.
friends.
I'm begging you, as someone that has been in this since the beginning when y'all dropped this in 96, 97. Please give us every region. You don't even have to make anything new. Give us the same format you did with Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, where you have the 3D background and everything. Let me get a 3D building of Goldenrod, that giant store, to be able to walk through that, to be able to see the milk tank walking through the pastures grazing, for me to see Entei and Suicune jumping through the bushes for me to go find them. Give me that. Please. Please. I'm done. Man, you gonna have me like begging. Like Nintendo, like they so daggone money hungry, it don't make no sense.
Pokemon definitely one of those.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it definitely can compete in that. If they just updated it and put it to that level, I do agree with you. Pokemon 1000%.
They can utilize the same GTA formula. You don't need to make.
Yeah.
You can call it Pokemon Eternity. Give us a new region. Give us that new region. Let us play through that and just drop DLC. I will pay $40 a year. $40 a year. Give me 2 new regions every year for the next 10 years. You got enough for us to work with.
Yeah.
Enough.
Especially if you can have people create kind of like their own gyms, and then even if you had an element in there like I was this YouTube channel that I was watching, like where it was like there's like this server somewhere. Now it's not like a Nintendo server or anything like that, but it's kind of like a website thing.
Yeah,
and it's like people will come up with different fusion combinations and whatnot.
Oh,
like if you just got
Poke
one of
Fusion.
them, and like if you just got one of those people and just said, okay, we'll allow for like even maybe a certain gym would allow for you to be able to do a fusion like that. And you can end up having like that fuse capable Pokemon.
Where I can be a gym leader and people challenge me, my squad will be crazy if they had that own server set up where you and your friends can set it up where y'all are just gym leaders. And that group, you go in there, let's battle it out.
That's a fact. You spit. You. I can't say you're wrong there. Pokemon is definitely a game that could give that rival to GTA. But yeah, I think you. I think you're absolutely right. GTA very well could go into the next couple of systems.
Mhm.
And then you correct me if I'm wrong, Sage and T, but the way that it works with PC is a little bit different with GTA, anyways, right?
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's. I thought they
Technically,
had
that's where
like
the RP. That's where the RP
Yeah, you
system
can.
came
That
from. But
and
since the
came
people
from.
that created RP were
working with
hired
them.
by
Yep.
Rockstar, and now they're working with Grand Theft Auto. Now it's something that's going to be ported to the consoles as
Yep.
well.
Consoles themselves.
I'm
And
pretty
Yeah.
sure
now they're going to
they'll
make their
only have
money.
the
It's going to be
story.
subscription based. That RP is going to be
Yeah,
Well,
subscription based.
the
I'm pretty.
the no, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure the story mode will be released first, just like they did for GTA 5, and then they'll release the online at a later date.
So the only reason why I brought that up is because you guys both agreed that consoles are likely going to go into a position where they're just going to essentially have to be computers, like whatever that ends
They
up looking
already
like.
are.
And they are, but like whatever will be the next evolutions of that are just going to be things that will make it more like a PC, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so if that is the case, then the types of tweaks and changes that I would be thinking would happen with this game as they do get to those further consoles as well is enough to make me think that that game is one where it probably could like really last 20 years. Cuz
If
what if that tweak is just enough to make it almost feel like a whole new game?
if Take-Two Interactive, which is the same company that oversees NBA 2K and FIFA, if I'm not mistaken, and have pushed on these microtransactions, I think Grand Theft Auto it has two ways that it could go. It could either go very successful, like how Grand Theft Auto has been accustomed to doing, but that's also at a time when they actually cared about the customers that they were creating the content for, or if they go the second route where they're just focused on the microtransactions and this is actually becomes one of the biggest flops in gaming history. We've seen it with Halo now where they released this new campaign Evolved, which is a remaster of a remaster, and niggas, Halo fans, by and large, are like, "What the fuck is this?" We've seen it with Call of Duty, we've seen it with 2K, we've seen it with Madden, we've seen it with Battlefield. Like now, we've seen it with DC games and them trying to go to live service. They're playing with fire right now. And if I know Take Two Interactive, they're not gonna give a fuck about the consumers or the gamers.
Nope. Do
So
any company really care?
I'm
No.
kind of afraid. Yeah, some companies do. Arc Raiders company, that's a company that does. Who is it? Expedition 33. From a lot of people who played it, that company
Yeah.
obviously still cares about its gamers. It's some companies still littered throughout there that actually care about their gamers more so than the financial. Because when you care about the
Absolutely.
consumers the most, naturally
They're going to
their
buy it
money
and
will
they're
follow.
going to yeah, right.
And it's gonna spread word of mouth, but creators aren't understanding that when you have a monopoly on the field like a fucking 2K, where no other company can create professional games, professional basketball
Nope.
games.
Nope. No. 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 No.
Nigga,
No. 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 They don't. They don't have that trademark like Madden did. It's just that EA can't make a basketball game no more because NBA Live was trash the last 3 years that it dropped. That's the only reason why they have not tried to make another basketball game. 2K does not have a trademark on the NBA. They don't. They don't. It's just like when Madden took that trademark back in 2006. That's why we never got an ESPN 2K6. We only got 2K5. And remember, that game was $20, and it did better than Madden that year.
it has a long-term licensing agreement.
Oh, they got one?
Y'all see that new Ballers?
Yeah, it grants 2K the rights to produce video games featuring the league's teams of players. Nonetheless, once you got a monopoly on what you're trying to build for, then other niggas can't really say anything different. What was the other games that was competing with Grand Theft Auto when we were coming up? Saints Row, fucking Bully, but Rockstar, I'm pretty sure
Now Rockstar made Bully.
Yeah.
Rockstar made Bully, but they also Take Two Interactive is probably like, nah, my nigga, let's focus on this Grand Theft Auto. Let's make all these niggas buy this Grand Theft Auto V Bucks, get our money up, and then we gonna release this motherfucker on 3 separate consoles, and then we gonna have microtransactions out the wazoo. I'm afraid
That's the
for
thing
what
though
that's
with
gonna how
Grand
that's
Theft
gonna
Auto.
transpire.
That's my thing though with Grand Theft Auto. Like there's so much. It's so that's the thing about that game is like there's so much to do that even if I feel like they did introduce a system like that, there's a way that they probably could do it without corrupting it. It's just a question of if they would do it in a way where it satisfies both. And the reality is, to your point, they probably want it. They probably would make it where it's an all-encompassing element. But Grand Theft Auto has the room for it not to be an all-encompassing aspect of its games.
The only thing saving it is Rockstar.
Yeah,
Only thing that's saving it is Rockstar. Take Two can eat a bag of baby
they make
dicks for
so
all I
much
care.
money though just off the formula that they use now.
But
Like you make $1
I don't
billion off. They made a billion. Didn't they make like $1 billion off 5?
yeah,
Like
well,
you
yeah,
come
like,
on.
More than
What are
that.
you-
More than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you made more than $1 billion off of it with the formula you have now. I would just run
What
that
we
formula
guessing?
back. You know everybody is in here.
What we guessing? Nah. What's the? I got the.
Ooh,
I got the
I don't
amount.
know.
What's the legitimate amount you think Grand Theft Auto 5 has generated in all this revenue since it's?
Was it
I'm
3 billion?
gonna say about 5 billion.
Let's say 10 billion.
Derek won 10 billion,
Jeez.
nearly 10 billion in revenue.
It's a video game. That's that 3 system. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Three system power.
systems. Why?
$1 billion?
Systems, but you got a whole generation. So we grew up on what? Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Liberty City, Vice
And
City,
4.
Air 4. You got, bro, we was in high school 2013. Imagine people that was like 20 years old in 2013. They had kids growing up. They're like, oh, we used to play this Grand Theft Auto game. Damn. I got a 10-year-old son that never played Grand Theft Auto. This is the joint I played when I played Grand Theft Auto. Like, they got 3 generations of games, a generation of humans. And bro, holy shit, and they ain't even sold no merchandise, bro. You can't sell no Grand Theft Auto pencil pouches and lunch boxes.
Bro, just the game.
They
Just
most
the
definitely
game.
got shirts that grown adults
Game
probably
don't
be
go to
getting.
DVD. Game don't go to theater.
No.
Game just game. And they
10
got
bill-
10 billion
10
off
billion.
the game.
Bro,
Good
Grand Theft
God.
Auto 6, I think these delays gonna be worth it, low key. They'll be like,
Yeah,
bro,
I do too.
we in Miami
usually
with
are.
it. Yeah, they're like, yo, we in Miami with it. We about to have them
They-
go
they-
into Miami,
bro.
Fort
They
Lauderdale.
said we
gonna
got
do
$10
niggas-
billion
niggas go to Puerto Rico. They gonna be doing a lot of shit in this game, bro.
Yes. They said we got $10 billion off the last one.
To give
If
them
y'all
the
don't
benefit of
think
the
we
doubt-
putting our foot
yeah.
in this, we want 20 this time. We don't
Yeah,
know how
bro.
we gonna get it,
Yeah,
but we gonna get
fuck
it.
it.
Miami, the city of Flash too. So you already noticed the shopping stores, the cars you're gonna have down there, all type of shit. So imagine when people beat the game, what is niggas gonna be doing? What are niggas gonna be doing in Miami and GTA?
Yeah.
Getting
All
the
sorts of
prostitutes.
debauchery.
Wild shit.
It's
sorts of
gonna be
debauchery.
living up to its name.
If I had $20 million and I was in Miami, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like a GTA character too.
And you got this is an open world where everyone is connected. Where everyone is connected
Over.
with the debauchery. What?
The
Yeah.
the Instagram and YouTube clips alone is about to be crazy.
Bro.
Yeah, it's about to be nuts.
Yeah, like
gonna
honestly,
be
like
getting
people
banned.
literally gonna create their like all new forms of revenue stream. Like all of these streamers and whatnot. It's like Christmas when Grand Theft Auto come out. Cause it's like,
Yeah.
dude, like you're gonna see like 50 different channels, popular ones too. Like just pop up and be like, yeah,
Bruh,
GTA.
like, you got channel. I didn't even know what gaming channels were until GTA 5 came out. and the Rad Brad popped up. Shout out to the Rad Brad, but I'm
Rad
like,
Yeah,
Brad, that
bro,
I
boy,
remember
it's like,
him.
yo,
still
your
going
channel could
strong.
blow up off the strength of you doing a walkthrough of GTA or doing GTA content. Period. Like this shit about to be built for like a year, bro.
Yeah, literally, like it's gonna be kids that wanted to be streamers that will be able to be like now they are at a point where they could probably get through the content. They had like that 16-year-old point, whatever, where they could actually do the content for GTA, upload it, all of that, and they are going to literally be able to launch careers from it. Like GTA is an insane game. It has like its own base. Like it's like a world. It's like its own world. Even in our real world, the things that it creates, yeah, dog. It's they might get 20 bill. They gonna add their microtransactions and they adding them in, Rob.
And the
It's
three
just
consoles.
yeah, 3 consoles, microtransactions. They gonna get their 20 billion.
Well,
It's
the
just
only thing that
happening.
sucks is that it doesn't release on PC first. It's only gonna be on
It
console.
usually
But
doesn't. Yeah,
once it drop on PC,
it's over with.
bruh,
Oh yeah, game over.
It's
the
over.
mods and everything is gonna be over.
Come on, bro.
Go get in the
All
Come
right.
bed.
on.
Go get in the bed.
Then imagine if all of that is
Hopefully.
crossplay.
Oh, if they make a crossplay, they're
Turn that
making
down
even
for me,
more money.
please.
Even more money.
Could you imagine
Um,
that where the PCs have the ability to do their mods and you able to fill that mod change and setup and
Oh, that'll
on a
be yeah, that'll be
PlayStation?
But the thing is, they probably won't allow PC to be crossplay with console because of that.
yeah,
Because mods
yeah,
can
Yeah, I can
break the
see that.
game and break the server.
Right.
So
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
they'll set up their anti cheat to not allow mods. And the only way that
Yeah.
they can use mods is if they mod the game where it's only with PC players.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. That makes sense.
But it seems like all of us, we generally don't care that it's it's delayed. As long as it comes out, I feel like all of us is like, hey, drop that shit whenever you need to, my nigga. Drop the greatest product that you could possibly drop. Um, real quick to spitball off these last couple topics. I don't think we need to really talk about them that
Michael
much.
Jackson movie gonna be
Michael
fire.
Michael Jackson movie has released its first trailer. If you haven't tapped into it, tap into it. Release date is April 26, 2026. He's being played by his nephew, Jafar Jackson. Seems like everybody's pretty interested in that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yep. We would play the trailer,
Looks
but
good,
we
looks
are not
good.
trying to get copyrighted.
Yeah, nah, not at all. That
Yeah.
nigga MJ had this shit under lock and key.
We ain't playing.
Nonetheless, Avengers Doomsday trailer has been speculated to be releasing a trailer sometime either during Avatar Fire and Ash when that movie drops or even before then. So we should be seeing a trailer coming up. Supposedly it will be focusing on Doom in the trailer, and it might give us the backstory that is necessary to tie in everything with Doom and make
Avatar comes
everybody
out
a
in
little bit more
December?
hyped.
Yep.
December, yeah.
Okay. I'm not
And-
watching Avatar, but I know that trailer gonna pop up somewhere.
It's gonna pop up somewhere sometime soon.
I'm not watching Avatar.
If you haven't been tuned into it, Welcome to Derry. It's a spinoff from
So
the horror movie It. It is very good. Second
Prequel.
episode just released last Friday, if I'm not
Yep,
mistaken.
third episode
Very
just
good.
released
Episode
60
just
minutes
dropped.
ago. 60 minutes ago.
Yes, sir.
Oh, third
This is
episode
what I'm
dropped?
watching.
Bet.
Yes,
That's what we
sir.
love to see. Yeah, so if you haven't been tuned in, HBO Max, it is on there. Tune into it. Third episode just dropped. Also, me, T, and Niall have all been playing a new game, which I think would be a great game for y'all to support, which is Arc Raiders. It's I don't know if it's a well-known studio, and I can't remember the name of the studio. My apologies. But Arc Raiders is a great game. If you ever heard or watched somebody play Escape from Tarkov, supposedly it's kind of like that same premise. It's like an extraction shooter, PvPvE. And we'll probably sometime this week try to get a little stream going down for us to play that game, for us to lock in and everything like that. But so far, I get that game like an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I forgot how much games would have me attached to them until I played this Arc Raiders game.
I feel like that's fair. That's literally exactly how it was.
You lose
Like it,
time easily.
dude. Like it just locks you in. Like it's just really nice to have a game where it's just kind of like, yo, like I am fully immersed in this. Like the moment that I am getting deployed, I like am zoned in, and it's just like, man, again, it's been a while since I've had that feeling. You know, that goes back to when I was a kid playing games. So I'm really proud of them for being able to make something like that where it could actually pull me into that state again. And I was talking to D a little bit about this before. I hope that they do the same thing. I hope that like some of the games that we play that aren't necessarily extraction shooters kind of take note
Elements.
of art. Yeah, like just please take notes of what art graders did here and make me get this feel and other things that come out. Cough, cough, Call of Duty. Like,
Some of the
bruh,
best
like
sound
I
design.
want. Oh my! I was talking to D about it, bro. You step on a twig in that game, you hear the twig crack. I mean, it's like the just the way you bring in the level of suspense. Wow, it really feel like the thrill is there just off of the commitment that they put in the sound of the game. That is incredible to me. Graphics are clean, smooth, movement clean, smooth. It's a solid game. It's a solid game. I'm terrible at it. Check out my show, Terrible Gamer, if you want to see how terrible I am.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll do some content, but yeah, I'm terrible at it at this moment. But I still, despite that, I totally enjoy playing it. For those people who are like myself, who are unfamiliar with extraction shooters, I never really played an extraction shooter, I don't think, before this.
Did you play Division?
I did play Division, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so
I love
they have
Division.
extraction for the Dark Zone. So literally, I see this game as 24/7 Dark Zone.
I don't know if I played that. But I did play Division. I love Division. You ask some of my peoples, they'll tell you, yeah, that was Niall used to always tell us
because
to
in the Dark
Love
Zone
Division.
it was PvP.
Okay, so I lied. Okay. I lie. I have, but this is vastly different, in my opinion, in a lot of ways, to the experience that I at least had in Division. But the one thing that is really cool about it is even if it's something where it's kind of a more new experience for you or whatever, they have things like the free loadout as an example, where if you're worried about losing what you loot, you can just use the free loadout and
But
whatever
there's
you
a
bring
problem
back,
with
you can bring back.
What's
wrong with the free loadout?
Is if you have your stash full, you can't go with the free loadout.
What you mean?
If your stash
If
is
your
full,
stash-
you cannot go out there. It will tell you your stash is full. Unless
I'll get rid of some. I got.
well,
less
you
of
can,
stuff
but
right
you
now.
can sell stuff to raise the amount you can carry in your stash. So I got mine up to 125 right now.
Yeah. So look, they got to fix around that already. Then
Thank
just
you.
sell some stuff. Get your stuff up.
Yeah. Until you sell
killing two birds
the
with one
item you
stone.
need to raise something, and then you got to go back and loot it, which will take forever.
Okay.
So it's like you got to be.
Still.
It's so many caveats, and you got to pay attention to everything.
If
Still,
you haven't,
you don't have to be paranoid
yeah,
with that process, which is what I was going into the game like. Oh, I'm gonna lose my stuff as soon as I get it. Then I ain't gonna have no weapon. I'm gonna have to get a squad together who could just carry me to little boxes to get things and then get successfully out. And that wasn't the case. You can kind of troubleshoot it yourself a little bit. And they save your progress throughout like if you do,
if you come back,
yeah. I like that. That makes me more in tune with the game, knowing that that's the thing. Like, yo, okay, if it does go wrong, because them robots, the people don't matter to me as much.
Oh, okay.
Them drones.
Okay. The people don't matter. And then when you trying to extract, and they sit there chilling.
Not as. Oh no, I
nice,
get it. It does. That does suck,
pretty
and I
cool.
get that. But the drones is what be like, because bro, they just be feeling like they pop out of nowhere.
But that's the thing. That's the one thing. Like earlier when you was talking about when you make a step, you can hear a twig. They hear you walking.
All of that.
They hear you walking.
I hit a car. That's how I know. I didn't even think I hit it. I just was near it. Yes. And that's what got me the first time. everything came at me. I said, what is going on?
What do you mean by that?
I tried to run to the roof. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, I feel helpless.
I like how you just gonna bypass.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a good game right now, and another good thing about Arc Raiders, since it's only multiplayer, no campaign, no story mode, it's only $40.
Yeah.
So if you got the money, tap in and give your money to companies that deserve it, that actually care about their fan base, that actually care about putting their time and effort into the quality of the product that they're releasing. So far, I've been seeing people give it 9s and above. So far, just based off of the gameplay, its mechanics, its AI system is probably one of the smartest AIs that I've had to face with in regards to those bots that Now was bringing up and everything like that. But even if you're by yourself, it's still a fairly friendly community. If you tell people, hey, I'm not trying to shoot, I'm just trying to loot, or you're on a quest, usually people will leave you alone and everything like that.
Not
Yeah,
me.
see, I didn't know that, and I made somebody really
you gotta,
upset.
you gotta use your voice chat. You gotta use that
I
voice
did
chat.
not.
Nah.
I just started
Hey.
unloading pause on
Oh.
this, and this dude was like, "Bruh," I paused it, and this dude was like, "Bruh, I'm not even in the game to be doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
This is." And he won, and then what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to turn around. I'm giving him a thumbs up, talking about I appreciate it if you don't kill me.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you just see what you did. We didn't even get a chance to communicate, and you was just bullet at me.
I run in guns up blazing. Nah, y'all want to say non-violent? Y'all don't want the smoke? Then you should have never been near me. Boy.
You can evade though very well. That's what I do love about it. It's not something where like if you want to avoid, you just got to get better at your stealth. But like you can get that stealth going.
There's so many elements just intertwined in that game.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
I
It's
can't
really
wait to
beautiful.
play again. I hate that I gotta work because I can't wait to play again.
Also, if y'all got it, let us know. Oh, go ahead.
No, you keep going.
If y'all got it, let us know what y'all gamer tags or profiles on that
Please.
is, so that we can add you as well.
Let
I
me
would
know,
just
Saab,
do
when
this.
I see you there. If I see your name, you getting popped. You getting run up and get done up. Try me.
That's crazy.
I need friends.
I don't.
I got you.
That's
I got
him.
you.
I
I
caught
need
78
friends. I
bodies
need-
I
already.
did too. I've been playing solo for the most part. That nigga T don't play with me when it come to Arc Raiders.
Well, no, it's like
Yeah,
this.
all right.
Hold on.
All right, y'all.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Appreciate
hold on,
y'all
hold on.
yet again.
So you
I don't
better-
want to hear this.
Nah, nah, nah.
I don't want to hear
Hold
this
on,
time.
hold on. Time out.
Here he
Time
go.
out. Time
Here
out.
he
Time
go.
out. Time out.
I
Time
was just
out.
about to end the pod.
Time out.
please.
No, I'm gonna give my spiel. Remember, I have the power to end this daggone pod. Try me.
Please. I got the game.
Okay, you got the game. So what? My whole thing is this: you wasn't on the first night when my boys got on. I am sorry. I started running with them every time. If someone
That's
does
fair.
not call me to play, that's how I am with any game I play. Whoever calls me, that's who I play with. If you don't reach out to me, and someone else
No,
reaches
I'm
out
gonna
to
call
me,
you more.
that's all it is. You hit me up early during the day. Yo, T, you trying to play Arc Raiders tonight? Sure. Then my schedule is open for you. I'm sorry, my homie, my brother from college, hits me up more than you.
He got friends that play games. That's really what it boiled down to.
Hold on.
He got friends. I don't have friends that be playing games.
Hold on. I always wanted to do this. Hold on. Give me a second. So, like I was saying, if you call me, I will game with you, sir. Okay? All right?
This nigga didn't
Yeah, I'll
even
give
want
you
to play the
calls.
game, y'all. This nigga
When he
didn't even
don't
want me
though,
to buy the game.
if I call him and he don't be on and don't play,
Unless
we gonna revisit this.
Hold on. Like some people, I'm gonna be on at 5:30.
Yeah,
They're
that was
gonna leave.
foul,
They're gonna leave.
Sage.
You gonna leave
Sage
people
did me
hanging.
foul.
I didn't say nothing at all.
Sage is like
I got
Saturday night. We there. I started at 5. It was like, yo, what we looking at for 5:30 to 6, 30-minute
Like I
check-ins
said.
every time after
Like
that.
I said.
You are guilty of that. You are guilty of
I
that.
am. I take that. I take that. I'll tap in more though.
But it's a fun.
Nonetheless,
The thing is, it ain't
yeah.
going anywhere. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
best
not.
part. Is this game is not going anywhere.
New
And there's
updates,
a
new
lot
maps
to do.
supposed to
And
be
it's
coming, new
updates.
content supposed to be
You
dropping.
got 3 separate skill trees to work with. Now I don't know if they got limitations to that in terms of slots or if you can max the whole thing out. But
You
if
can't max it all out.
you can't max the whole thing out. But it still is a relatively large skill tree. Where it's like you should I mean maybe not, but you still it's gonna take time to build up upon those things. And I think, with this game just coming out, it's only been out for like what, 2 weeks now, if that.
Mhm.
I think more people are gonna kind of tune into this game. I think this is actually one of those games where I do feel a little bit more confident that the base will grow.
Mm-hmm.
It real quick on it, I love it. I know we just kind of briefly talked about that. T, please check out T's reviews on it. He has some up on our Squad Nero podcast YouTube page, so please make sure you guys tap in on that. And please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the YouTube page. We appreciate you for that. But yeah, I've been loving it.
Please, just like Niall said, make sure y'all liking, make sure y'all hitting that noti bell, make sure y'all are subscribing as well on all platforms. We are on the YouTube, we are on the Twitches, we are on the Apple Podcasts and any other podcast platform as well. Please tap in with Squad Nero. We will be back probably sometime this week with a little a squad stream of some Arc Raiders. Might go through there, might rank up and everything like that. So please tap in for us for when we drop that information. Make sure you hit that noti bell so you stay in touch with us. We shall be back next week Sunday. Next week Sunday, for episode 87. All right. We appreciate y'all yet again. Y'all have a good rest of y'all week and peace.
Remember,
Go
you'll
Bills.
flow too. You'll flow too. You'll flow too.
That is cool. I'm about to be using that because I know I got that.